EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From the rugged Pacific coast of Oregon, it's opening round coverage of the Pacific Championship. We've got a full field ready to get rolling on this Thursday as we get a look at the early leaderboard. We're looking at a tie at the top at 7 under par. The first hole here at Bandon Dunes, just 398 yards to get the day started. It's a bit of a dogleg right, so an aggressive tee shot might have to carry a building a la the 17th at St. Andrews. From the fairway, it should be a simple look in, but beware the series of pothole bunkers along the way, including one just left of the green. And there's a good start. That one in the fairway here to get the tournament rolling. "75 yards, the distance remaining here for his second to this par 4. Well, it's on, but that's going to make things difficult from there. A chance to really start this round with a bang. A long look here at birdie. How about the speed here? Are you kidding? That is exceptional from that distance. That is worth a wow. Oh no, where was that going? Okay, it's a bogey here at the first, and he'll drop back to 1 over par. On now to the second here at Bandon Dunes, a long par 3 coming in at 220 yards, and it is every bit of those 220 as well, as it can play up to 30 feet uphill depending on the tee box. Fortunately, shots that run long do have a tendency to funnel back down. Ooh, and that is going to wind up missing the target by a good margin. And that will be no bargain in there. This is a 9-footer. Okay, so that one finished off for double bogey. And he'll slide back now to 3 over par. On to our first par 5 of the round, the 563-yard third hole. Bunkers dot the fairway on each side, and they're penal. But if you can avoid those, you'll find a wide, receptive green that will yield its share of 3s and 4s.
It's so hard to bounce back after a huge score, especially when you're still reeling from it. But try and pull the screws back in the head there. Just take a little breath, maybe 2. Decent swing. Don't try and kill it. Exactly like that. Really good shot. And that second shot on this par 5, it just came out too low. Came out like a bullet. At first bounce, it wasn't going to stop. Second bounce wasn't going to stop, and just ran over the back.
That had a pretty good line, very close to going in. So that safely in. It's a par here at the 3rd. And he'll hold steady at +3. Next up, we reach the par 4 4th, measuring out at 443 yards. The bunker left of the fairway complicates things a bit, and it is easy to run a tee shot right through the fairway. That is one of the most panoramic in golf. A little too much roll on the back end there, and this is going to wind up diving into the heavy stuff. The lie is not a friendly one, but still a chance to get on in 2 with a good shot here.
A little disappointing from that range. I really thought you could hit one in there tight, but instead, once again, tough 2-putt now.
Birdie putt coming up, and we go to Iona Stephen.
Hair of right to left in this one, Rich. Straight back up the slope.
Right, that's what you want to do. Good lag putt.
Yeah, they can't all go in.
Okay, that one finished off. It's a par here at 4, and he'll stay right where he is. We turn northward along the beach here at the 445-yard par 4 5th. Like the previous hole, the landing area is a narrow one, and it doesn't get much easier from there. The green's protected by a big bunker on the right, and be careful because those onshore breezes like to push the ball that way. As picturesque as they come, that is right down the middle. Perfect spot to play this second, middle of the fairway.
Another example there of the struggle today. Iron shots just not getting in close enough, and now another difficult two-putt.
Iona's down there. This for birdie.
Yeah, it's a long putt, so pace is important, but there's not a whole lot to it. I fancy the chances of getting this close.
Sensational. What a putt there from a long way out. That somehow goes down for a birdie. We continue our turn northward along the bluffs as we come to the par 3 6th. It's another stout one at 217 yards. Most golfers will be happy to play toward the right center part of this large green and stay away from the trouble, including the cliff on the left. And that one not on the green, but not in a terrible spot either. Sitting up in the short grass. Still work to do to get this on the green. This is second. Ten-foot putt left. Nicely read there. It is a par here at the 6th, and he'll remain at 2 over par. We head away from the coast now, due east as we come to the par 4 7th. A big, wide fairway should make the tee shot manageable, but from there, this 3-tiered clover-shaped green provides a lot of opportunities for 3 putts if that approach wedge is not dialed in. Nothing to fault there, safely in the fairway. A left to right breeze, something to consider here as he eyes this second shot.
Now the ball comes up a little bit short of the flag, but normally the rule of thumb, for every 10 yards uphill, you have to add on another 10 yards.
Good job to deaden it right by the hole, but he could not get it to go in. That one finished off. It'll be a par here at 7, and he'll remain right where he is. The 8th hole is a par 4 at 385 yards. This one, similar in a lot of ways to the 3rd hole. The bigger hitters can easily clear those 2 fairway bunkers and, in theory, leave just a little pitch on for their 2nd. Okay, good position there, right side of the fairway. So after a big drive, 77 yards now for his 2nd. And that's going to leave some work, but it'll end up okay. We turn to Nota Begay III for this look at birdie.
And players of this caliber should make this on a regular basis pretty flat with just a slight movement to the left.
Not to be a little short, but a good effort there. Okay, that in for par here at the 8th. And he'll stay right where he is. On now to the finishing hole here on Bandon Dunes front side, the par 5 9th. It's the longest on the course, measuring out at 585 yards. You'll find a handful of pot bunkers in the inopportune spots along the way. But if you can navigate your way around them, you just might wind up with a birdie putt. That's a good strike right there, and this is going to split the middle. Yeah, mission accomplished. On into, didn't fly it all the way there, but got enough release in good shape. A very good spot to putt from here. This for an eagle. Oh yeah, that's how you take advantage of a par 5. It's in for an eagle 3. Superb. We begin the back 9 here at Bandon Dunes with a par 4 measuring out at 380 yards. It's yet another hole where that blue ocean catches your eye in the distance beyond. This hole, fairly straightforward, but big hitters should take note of that pot bunker that sits about 30 yards short of the green. Is starting up the right side.
What a way to feel. Eagle on the previous hole, just swinging easy and just stripes another one. You playing with house money?
Just under 80 yards to go now as he'll decide how to flight his second. Okay, that's acceptable there. Now this, for birdie at 10.
And this has a pretty clear right to left break to it. Players gotta recognize the speed. This is one that guys leave short quite a bit.
Nope, not enough. Needed to get that a little further out to the right. So that's in for par to start this backside. And he'll stay at even par. On to the 11th now, a par 4 at 452 yards. Best to keep it down the middle or to the right off the tee. That leads to an uphill second where you'll most likely have to take it right over that bunker that guards the front right portion of the green. Nope, that wasn't the right line, and he'll pay the price as this ball gonna run off the fairway and into the bunker.
As soon as the ball went in the bunker, that's where the problems start. Nothing more you can do, just advance it out and hope the next one gets in close.
"12 feet still to go." Pretty good read there. Definitely good speed, and that just skips a foot or so by. Safely in. It's a bogey here at number 11. And he's going to fall back now to 1 over par. On to the par 3 12th hole. This is the number 18 handicap hole, so maybe that gives you a little reason for optimism. But par is not a bad score here as this measures out at 238 yards, the longest of the 4 par 3s. And that one not on the green, but not in a terrible spot either, sitting up in the short grass. Now, from the apron, a second to the par 3.
This is the time in the round you've got to really screw down the bolts in your head. Do not want to make back-to-back bogeys.
Okay, not too bad there. Not in gimme range, but a good chance to possibly walk away only down a stroke. Nope, that's one you just can't leave short. Okay, this par 3 shows its teeth. It is a double bogey. And just like that, he'll fall to 3 over par. We come now to the 13th, a 553-yard par 5. This hole reachable in 2. You may need to get lucky, though, on your drive, as rolling dunes could leave you with an uphill flyer lie or a tough downhill shot to contend with.
It's so hard to bounce back after a huge score, especially when you're still reeling from it. But try and pull the screws back in the head there. Just take a little breath, maybe 2. Decent swing. Don't try and kill it. Exactly like that. Really good shot.
Okay, that's how you bounce back right there off the double at the previous hole. Frank, a chance to get it all back right here.
Yeah, that was great composure. Could easily be sort of like licking your chops, feeling down, but all of a sudden just to stand up and hit a shot like that, impressive.
Close. Couldn't ask for much more on that putt. Just like that, it's a birdie here at 13. On to a tough one now, the par 4 14th listed at 390 yards. Pot bunkers are the worry here. There are 5 of them to contend with all told, and none are easy outs. The green is a narrow one as well, with a good amount of tilt from back to front. And that one looked good for a while, but it's going to get gobbled up by that bunker. A lot to worry about here as he digs in for his second.
Well, there's more evidence why the long bunker shot is so difficult. Now, a good short game. Lovely pitch shot. Just nipped that ball off the turf. Just flew through the air beautifully. Sat down fairly quick as well. Good shot. Oh, now that is going to hurt.
Safely in. It's a bogey here at 14. And that won't help the cause one bit. 4 holes to go as we come to the par 3 15th, measuring at 206 yards. Best to avoid the short right bunker, which is the deepest on the golf course. Putting one in the center of this plateaued green is not a bad play here. Solid shot, and sometimes solid throughout the round, will win the day. A look at birdie here at 15.
And there's no space for a lapse in concentration here. Perhaps a little bit further away than we would have liked, but a 2-putt would be a very good result.
Yeah, that's a pretty good effort right there. We've seen others leave that putt much shorter than that. Okay, a solid par here at the 15th, and he'll remain right where he is. Maybe the prettiest hole on the golf course, this par 4 16th. A plethora of options off the tee. Most end up deciding to see just how close to the green they can get it. Beware, though, of the ever-present Bandon Dunes pot bunkers, as well as some pretty thick gorse off to the right. This one working up the right side. Well, you can't walk out and drop it any better than that. That is a fine tee shot right there. The big drive got him here. Now a short one for his second. Putter's let him down a few times, but this for birdie. Oh, lets him down again. Could not get it to go. Okay, that'll be a par here at 16, and he'll stay right where he is. Feast or famine here on this par 4 17th at 405 yards. There are no good misses off the tee. Left has pot bunkers and thick gorse. Right with a long bunker and the side of a canyon to contend with. Best to just put one right down the middle, but that's easy for me to say. That just did not want to settle. It'll wind up rolling off the fairway and into the heavy stuff. So a breeze at his back as he readies his second to the par 4. Maybe not what you're hoping for from that number, but no damage. It's on the green. A look here for birdie at 17.
Yeah, and it's certainly no gimme from this length. It would be a Brucey bonus to find the bottom of the cup. Main consideration has to be about pace.
Nope. No problems there. That's a par here at 17. And he'll remain right where he is. So now it's on to the 18th here at Bandon Dunes. The fog's starting to thicken up a bit as we reach this 558-yard par 5. The big key is avoiding the bunkers off the tee. Do that, and you'll have a good chance to get out of here with a birdie or maybe even an eagle. And that ball going to roll out a little too much as the momentum carries it all the way into the bunker. Second now from the sand here at 18. Okay, that's a good, safe play. Get it back out into the fairway. Get some distance if you can, and get set to try and make a good third on this par 5. Well, he'll be disappointed with that, no doubt.
Yeah, swing didn't quite look right on that one. Now that's going to hurt. That simple chip shot and well off the mark. That hurts.
Okay, a good putt, able to save par here at 18. And this will be a disappointing opening round of 75. So one round in the books. Frank, how would you assess what you saw from this golf course?
I think the golf course was the star, Rich. Really, there's enough good holes out there, some strong par 4s to really make you think. And then there's enough opportunity. Some of those short par 4s and par 5s, they're certainly gettable. So I think it bodes well for the remainder of this tournament.
So for Frank Nobilo, Notable Gay III, Iona Stephen, and a cast of hundreds, I'm Rich Lar